Hello and welcome to another video from My Random Hobbies, and today we're going to be building this. It's from the Harry Potter series. There are 4 books in total that open up to be a scene, and this is the Transfiguration class. So let's get started. So just as before with the previous video where I did the Defense Against the Dark Arts one, I've pre-cut the box so that we can open it up and see all the pieces inside. This large piece is floating free out of a bag. We've then got bag number 1 and bag number 2. Then we have the front and back covers of the book. Again, I really like the sort of clever design really of this piece, this Lego set. Then we've got some stickers and of course the instruction book. So I'll put the box to one side now. In fact, before we do, that's what it should look like once it's folded out. And of course, remember, all of these elements fold up and into the book itself once closed, so that hopefully you'll end up with something like this. So if memory allows on the phone, I'm going to do this as live as I can. So I'm going to open up bag 1, tip that out, we've got a head there. Just going to make sure, as I always do, that there's nothing left in that bag. Then we have a little bit of a bag of accessories and other smaller bits, so I'm going to tip that out as well, so they're all readily available. Check nothing's left in the bag. And then we're going to start the build. So the first part of the build is Ron Weasley. So we're going to put Ron on here. He's got 2 sides to his head. He's got a smiley face and he's got an anxious, worried face. So I think we'll put him on the smiley face for now. There we go. And then we'll find his hair. There we are. And then his legs, which I'm hoping will be in here as well. Yes, of course. There we are, the black covered legs there. Now he also comes with a rat as his pet. So there is his rat, Scabbers. And he also comes with a wand. Now, there are 2 sets of wands here. The wands come with 2 wands per sort of bracket, if you like. So there's spare. So that's a spare wand for Ron. Just put that to one side. And I'll put the wand in Ron's hand. There we go. So there's Ron with his pet rat, Scabbers. We've then got Professor McGonagall. So we've got a sort of dress formation this time with the figure. Then we'll have the body there. And the head, which again is double-sided. I do like the idea of a double-sided head. So sort of slightly cross-looking perhaps, and smiling. So we'll go with a cross-grumpy look. And then hair-wise, we haven't got hair, we've got a hat. So we've got a, well, and actually the hair is sort of attached to the hat. So let me show you that there. So there's the hair inside the hat. There we go. Professor McGonagall, but of course she needs a wand too. And there we have the 2 wands, again a spare wand. We'll just break that wand off and pop that in her hand, he says. There we go. So there we have Professor McGonagall as well. Okay, so we're now on to setting up the chest. So there's a chest in here. We've got a part here. That's the main chest. Then we have bits to go inside it. So we've got a book. So I'm just going to search for those parts now. There's one part. It's got a little hinge. And we're looking for the pages of the book. There we go. So it clips in just like that. And we're looking for the top part of the book. There it is. And we'll push that together, he says. And there we have a hinged book. Quite like that. Quite like the idea. So we'll just put that to one side. Then we've got to grab some bits and pieces, other bits and pieces. So we've got a little cup. we've got some sort of larger goblet, if you like. And there's a little yellow froggy looking thing. Let's see what that is. Oh yeah, there we go. Like a little frog. I'm guessing because this is a Transfiguration class that those elements reflect the film. And then of course we have the lid of the chest, which we will clip on. He says, we'll get it the right way around, of course. And there we go. One side in and the other side is in. So we have our chest with bits and pieces inside. Quite like that. Good. Okay, it looks like we're now going to build some sort of shelf unit, maybe. So we're going to start with one of these. And then we're going to get two of the other elevated pieces. I'm guessing because of the colour, I'm going to change that. I think it looks like that. So the colour I'm assuming is matching. And then we have, yes it is, okay, a piece like that, which goes on there. Sorry, it goes like that. But of course we need a sticker on there. So this is me jumping ahead. So we need to get the sticker out, and the sticker that we're going to choose is number 8, because it says so in the instruction booklet. Now I'm just going to peel this off with my fingers. I've seen other people use application tools for this, but I'm just going to lay it down in there straight as I can and place it down, smooth it down. So there we go, bit of extra detail. There we are. Then there's extra steps here. This is where the different colour comes in now. Goes on top like that. And then we have extra little pieces to stick on. So we've got this little funny character there. We have a little button type piece there. And then on top of that, a little jewel pushed inside. Then we've got a little jeweled box there. And another little button type piece goes on top of that. And then another goblet. There we are. Goes on there. And then to finish this off, we have another shelving unit bit at the back there as well. I think that's finished. No, not quite. So we've now got another 2 pieces. They've got like a little groove on these ones. Don't know if you can tell that. It's got a little funny T-shaped groove. There's 2 of those to place on there. And then we've got a flat piece that goes all the way on the top. I think that's that. I think I've missed a bit as well, potentially. Just trying to see what I've missed. Oh, yes, I have. So I'm going back in the instructions, and there was a bit to go on the bottom here. So we've got slight variation in colour piece there, and then we also have an L-shaped piece there to go on the bottom. So now hopefully we're looking pretty much as we should be. Then looking at this, I've got some more work to do. So this gives you an idea of the sort of length of time it takes to do some of these things and figure out some of these things. So we've got a piece like that again, and then we've got a block of 3 goes on top. So again, that's a piece with a T shape on it. You can see that there. And then on the other side of that, we've got another piece with a T shape. So it's sort of sticking out over the end. And then a single Lego brick with a hole in the end. I'm sure someone will know the technical term for that. And then that goes in there like so. Okay, I've had to open the window because it was absolutely boiling. So now we're going to make some sort of chalkboard, blackboard type thing. So again, a sticker. So if you hear any noise, it's from outside. There we go. Right on cue. Baby crying. I'm just going to place this sticker in here. no real great finesse. The sticker is on. And then that's going to sit on top of the part we have just put together. Like that. Then we've got another flat piece to go on top. There we go. And I'm looking to make some benches, it would appear. So I'm going to get one of those. There's a couple of those pieces. Like that. One on either side. And then there's something grooved. Right, let's find a grooved piece. Looks grooved anyway on the pictures. Oh, it's like almost almost like a vent or something, but obviously it creates a certain effect. There's two of those. There we go, two either side. And then we've got some flat pieces with a couple of I don't know what you call these things. Do you call them knobbles? What do you call them? Nodules? I'm not sure. So they go on either side like that. That creates essentially a bench, and then we're looking to create the seats as well. So we've got one of those. We've got one of those on top, and then we've got one of the round parts underneath. I'm guessing that creates the bench seat. I'm going to place that there, and then we're going to do the same thing again. There we are. There we go. And create another seat there. Right, let's have a look what we've got next. So it looks like now we're going to be joining the book pieces together. So we're going to be creating the front side or the back spine of the book. So we're going to be using this long piece that came separate, and we're going to be getting one of the hinges, I would class that as perhaps, placed there, and then we're going to be alternating these down the spine. So clips and hinges on one side and then on the other. I'm just going to alternate those all the way down. There we go. And then we're going to be placing spine sort of covers, if you like, over the top. So we've got pieces that resemble curves, slight curvature on it, and they're going to go over the top like that, one on either side. Then we've got a piece that spans the entire side, and then we've got some smaller pieces again either side of that, like so. My guess is that we're then going to build that up as we go. Now it looks like we're going to need another sticker for this piece, and this one has a picture of a cup with a tail on it, so again mimicking the Transfiguration class in the film, where they're transforming water goblets into animals and one of them ends up with a tail, so you can see that there. That's going to go next on there, and then we're going to continue alternating pieces. We've got a couple of little side pieces on here for flanking either side of that. Going to find the other piece, there we go, there. And then we're working our way down with these larger curved pieces, if we can get the right way around. So we'll get some larger curved pieces on there, and we're doing them all the way down. See, we're creating the spine of the book there. Let's see how many we're doing. We're doing 4 of these, 4 lengthways. So we've got another set to do, and then presumably we're finishing off the bottom in a similar fashion to the top end, and indeed we are. We've got one piece there, one piece there, curved piece over the top, and there we go. So there we have our spine of our book, which then we're going to clip into here. But before we do that, we've got to finish these with decorative corners. I'm just going to place those on. So you can see we've got decorative corners on the book. And then we're going to clip that to one side. He says, there we go. In fact, I've got that the wrong way around. I'm just going to unclip it. There we go. And then we're going to do the same with the front of the book. Again, I'm just going to turn that over, place these on. There we go, and clip that in. There, like so. So now we've got that start of the book, which folds out. Let's see if there's any other steps that we need to do before we get to bag number 2. And there are. We've got some stickers to place on. So we've got these 2 stickers to put on the top and these 2 stickers to put on the bottom. So by the magic of filming and cinematography, there we have the stickers now placed in there, and we have all of the parts assembled from bag 1. So we're now on to bag number 2. So I forgot to mention that there are some extra parts. So there are some little spares that came with bag 1. Here we are, bag number 2. And I'm assuming that Hermione is in this one. Hermione Granger, she's the 3rd figure. Nothing left in the bag. Here's another little bag of bits. Let's take that out. And again, check nothing in the bag. And let's start by assembling Hermione. So we've got her body, we've got the legs there. Again, a head, we've got a smiley and a worried. Let's make her smile. Why not? And then let's find her hair. Of course, she's got longer hair. There we are, and again she will have a wand, so let's find her wand in amongst all of these parts. There we go, and again there's a spare wand, so we'll put that down in the spare pile and put the wand in Hermione's hand. There we go, so that's Hermione. Put her there. Let's look at the next part. So we've got this large section here, and then on top of that we're going to be placing 4 of these. So let's find all 4. So remember, these parts all go inside the book, and they will eventually connect and hinge to the book itself so they can swing out. And then underneath that we're going to be placing some flats. Here we go. So we're going to be putting that one there. We've got a few of these to put on in a sort of a C shape. Yeah. Let's find one more if I can. There we go. Like so. And then we've got a couple of these parts to put down as well. Like that. Okay. So we've got that on one side, that on the other. Now let's build the next part. So it looks like we need that. And then on top of that we've got a flat piece. And then on top of this we're going to put a sticker. So this is sticker number 7. Let's peel that off and then carefully place it down. There we go. Perfect. And then next to that we've got some of these dark pieces with a sort of an L shape to them. And a clip on there. And I get another one clipped on the side of it. And then we've got some flatter pieces with 2 pieces on that are going to clip onto there. Interesting, isn't it? There, like that. Nope, wrong way around. This is where I should have brought a tool with me to separate the pieces, if you ever make a mistake. There we go. I'm guessing almost like a bookcase, perhaps. And then this is going to sit on there. So that's interesting. How does that work? I see. It's going to sit like that on on there. Then we're going to make some sort of cupboard by the looks of things. So we've got one of these, and we're going to insert the hinges into here. He says, get the right way around. One on that side, and find the other door. Can you spot it? There it is. And let's place that one that way around. Place it in. There we have sort of a cupboard effect with its hinge doors. And on the bottom of there, we're going to be placing some of these. So again, I'm going to place those that way around. Oops, that way around. Okay, I'm going to follow the instructions as closely as I can. And then similarly on the top. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Like that. Let's find the other one. Like that. Then on top of there, we've got some funny little piece that I've not seen before, almost like a brick effect. So I'm going to place that on top there. And then there's a little piece like that. That goes on top of that one. Then we've got some candlesticks to make. So we've got some of these on either side, those little button type things. Let's see, that's one. Looking for the other. Let's see, there we go. And there's two. Then we've got the candles themselves, like that. And then the flames to go on top, like that. Can find the other flame, there it is. I dare say there'll be a spare of this, a flame. Yes, there is, there's a spare there. And so that is the cupboard. And that is going to be inserted into the base of the spine. So that fixes permanently in there. That's nice, quite like that. Nice little feature. Okay, moving on. We've got a piece like this. And we're going to assemble it with another flat piece underneath. In fact, there's going to be 3 of those. And where's the third one? Again, that's half the battle with these things, is finding the pieces. And then on each of these pieces, we have some pictures. So stickers that we're going to place on. We could put them in any order. There may well be a specific order, but not bothered. There's one. Oh. There's 2. And finally, there's 3. So we've got that assembled, and we've got to place that now in here. So again, just going to place that on the back there. Okay, it's looking quite good, isn't it? Quite enjoy these little books. So then we'll continue the making. We've got one of these, and we've got some of these little funny features. Quite good. One there, and one on the other side if I can find it. Oh, there we go. And then we've got a slightly large piece on the top on either side. And then on top of that, a couple of these L-shaped brown pieces. Again, I'm assuming they're going to sort of fix to the wall at some point. And there we go. It's going together quite quickly, but again, there's lots of little pieces. It just takes time. Surprising how long building Lego can take. Then we've got, ooh, there we go, flat piece like that goes across there. Not sure what this is actually going to be. It's just some sort of maybe canopy of some sort. Then a flat piece on the top of that. And yes, that's going to slot onto the wall above there. So it's almost like a glorified chimney breast or something. It looks good though. I like the effect. So I'm guessing we're getting close to the point where we're going to start putting other bits in. So we've got another brown piece, L-shaped piece, and then attached to that, got some brick wall effect there, he says, and another one on the other side, like that. A couple of pieces on either side, a couple of these sort of round pieces, and then a flat piece on the top. Using a lot of flat pieces in this one. I suppose it makes a nicer finish in the end. So we're going to have another one of those. So let's do exactly the same thing. Find our brick. There he is. And which one did I do there? Oh yes, the rounds on either side. And then a flat piece on the top. There we go. And they are going to slot either side here. So one on that side and one on that side. Looking good. Okay, we're now going to build some sort of arch by the looks of things. So we're going to get that. We're going to get one of those. And we're going to continue building. Sorry, we should have put a little one there. And like that. Then another piece on the top. Then a piece over the top. Again, you can see it's going to clip to the wall at the back. Then we've got some of these rounds and one of these arch pieces like that. Then on top of the rounds, we've got a bit of brickwork. And then on top of there, interesting, we've got an interesting piece again, like that. That's going to slot over the back. So again, we can attach it. It's an attaching point and a small flat on the corner. And that is going to attach on the other side of whatever that was that we just put on there. There we go. Sounds like a little archway. And then let's see what we're building now. We've got one of these and one of these. Like that. Here we've got our hinge bits coming in. So our hinge pieces now, and we need to place the hinge pieces together so they clip together like that, and put a hinge on there. And then we have a piece that's going to connect to the wall, so obviously that's going to hinge out from the wall. And then let's build this piece up as well. So we've got on top of that hinge a small part, a brick part, another small 2 section, and then something that'll clip to the wall. On this part here, we've got a double height piece like that. And we're going to continue adding to this piece. We've got 2 rounds slotted together there, 2 rounds slotted together there. We've got the other half of the arch, my guess would be, that we just placed on the wall. Then we've got another arch like so. Seems to me to be a gap there. So I'm wondering if I've done something wrong, because I'm guessing there shouldn't be a gap. And that's because I placed that further around. So there we go. And then once we've got those, I dare say we've got another hinge to put on the top. So again, I'm going to place the hinge together and then place those on the top together, like so. Then we've got a little button piece on the end there. And I'm assuming at some point we're going to be putting something over the top to flatten it, which we are, to keep it all together at the top. And then another one of these little rounds there. Got another little flat in the corner, and another one of these pieces that goes over the back to affix to the wall. And then finally, look by the looks of things, we have one of these pieces which we're going to stick a, I'm guessing a Gryffindor sticker on. It's got like a lion. I think Gryffindor is a lion, isn't it? And that's going to affix there, which is quite nice. And then that should slot into the other half of the book case here, or the book. So it fixes on. And then once in, we've got a flat piece to place over the top there. So again, that swings out, creating a scene like that. My guess is that we're now going to do very similar for the other side. So we're going to build that and then put it all together. So you can see the other side was exactly the same. The only difference being that on the top here, we've got some sort of like little angled brick and this yellow piece here. Not sure what that's supposed to be representing, but identical almost on either side. So there we go. Now we come to adding parts to the book. And from the previous, I'm just going to fold those together. From the previous build that I did, which was the Defense Against the Dark Arts, the only real reason I can see these being useful is to link the books together. That's the only thing I can think the purpose of these parts are. Yeah, not really sure. Perhaps I'll have to get the other one out to see what the purpose is, but I think it would then obviously link to the book next door from the next series, so to create a bookshelf, if you like. So now we've got that, we can then start to put things inside. So once it's folded, they're recommending that you put certain things in certain places so that it's closed, if you like. So let's have a look where they recommend everything goes. They recommend the bench. You clip the seats underneath. I'm just going to clip the seats underneath. And they are going to go here, on there. The chest is going to go on top of that. The blackboard is going to go there, it would appear. Seems a bit odd. Oh, there we go, because it's got that's what that little button was for on the side. Then we've got this piece, which is going to clip onto there. I'm wondering where the other pieces are going to go. So as we close this, we then have this piece, which is going to slot in like so, which creates our closed book, which I think is really, really good, really clever. So we then have our book, our characters with our rat. There's a little extra book there. And then these other little pieces are spares. So we're going to put those with the spares over there. So all in all, not a bad little thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that up so I'll take a picture to add to the final part of this video. So here we have it, our Transfiguration class scene. It was a fun build. I do like these books. I always think though, as I did with the first one, it's a shame that when they factored in building these things, you can't actually place the characters anywhere once the book is closed. But then maybe you have them on a separate stand or something. So there we go. That's the Transfiguration class. There we have it. So we've built that. I hope you've enjoyed that. Please do like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon for another video. Take care for now. Bye-bye.